Good morning, Dr. Brennan. Thank you so much for joining us. I know this is a really busy time for you. So we've watched the track continue to shift further north and east over the past couple of days. That latest advisory that came in at 7 a.m. this morning, can you explain and detail out that latest track for us?
Sure. Yeah. If you look at the track forecast, it has shifted to the right, although the guidance we're looking at this morning looks pretty consistent with what we have now. But we are expecting, the hurricane to come on shore with, overnight tonight, early Monday morning along the mid-Texas coast, somewhere in that hurricane warning area, but certainly far enough north and east that there's going to be considerable impacts in the Houston-Galveston area. We have a hurricane warning in effect for Matagorda and Brazoria counties, tropical storm warnings in effect for Galveston up into Harris County, and that storm surge warning, we're very concerned about the potential for significant storm surge inundation, Galveston Bay, looking at the potential for widespread 3 to 5 feet inundation above ground level there.
Dr. Brennan, we've been talking about how everyone needs to be prepared, have their hurricane kits in place. What is the timeline that you would tell Southeast Texas residents to have all their preps in place?
Certainly by nightfall tonight at the very latest. As you mentioned, you're already starting to see some of those outer rain bands pick up and move onshore. So that's only going to continue to get worse throughout the day. The winds will gradually pick up and you'll first start to see some gusty winds with those rain bands. So it's going to get harder and harder to do anything outside in terms of preparation as we go through the day today. So I just urge everybody to rush those preparations to completion. Certainly want to be where you're going to spend the storm in a safe place by nightfall tonight, and be prepared to stay inside overnight tonight and through parts of, or maybe all of Monday, depending on how the event plays out in that region.
We've appreciated all of your advisories, watches and warnings, and we here on television, communicate all of the information that we get from you. With that being said, with the next 24 hours, how do you think that's going to evolve, and what does that really look like across the area?
Well, in your area, again, we're going to see the track of Beryl, again, come on shore overnight tonight and early Monday morning. And that's going to bring those tropical storm conditions, possibly hurricane conditions, to part of your area. But we're going to see that rapid rise of water with storm surge that's going to start to rise gradually throughout the day today and then peak overnight as the storm makes landfall. And you're going to get a really long duration fetch of onshore flow up into Galveston Bay. That's why we're so concerned about that, with the center passing to the west. That southerly flow is going to continue for many, many, many hours. And then we're going to see the heavy rainfall kick in, and we're really concerned about the risk of flash flooding today, along the mid-Texas coast up into the Houston area. But really tomorrow, we have a level 3 out of 4 risk for flash flooding that includes the greater Houston area. We could see, again, 5 to 10 inches of rain over widespread areas, some areas getting as much as 15 inches. That's really going to occur mostly on Monday.
Over a really short period of time, you're right. Even our live images out of Galveston right now, you can see those wave heights already really starting to pick up. So Dr. Michael Brennan, the director with the National Hurricane Center, thank you so much for joining us this morning. Ron and Sherman, I'll send it back to you.